Hey everyone, and welcome to my console speedrun strategy guide for Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. In the last part we took care of this really annoying big final fight, and as a reward we now have the most annoying climbing section we have to do. When you're entering this room, when we did Lara Skywalker, we skipped an equipment piece, which is called the rope ascender. And it basically lets you lift heavy stuff. Well, we're now gonna get out a bell, and we normally have to use the rope ascender to pull the bell back and break this part in the wall and then jump through it. So you might have figured it, we don't have the rope ascender, so we have to find another way for it. We're gonna open this cage, and we're gonna get the bell out. Recently it was discovered that there is a way to do this without having the bell out, but I have never done this. And if there's an interest in this, I will try to get it to work on PS4, and I will make a separate video about it. Want to get this cage up, and then you're gonna make your way to the top. And this is where things get tricky. So, in theory, you want to jump on this crate. From this crate, you want to jump on this corpse. From this corpse, you want to jump onto that corpse. And from that corpse, you want to jump onto this beam. Jump over this beam. Jump over this beam. Stand on the edge of this beam. Get on the edge of this cage. Climb on it. And then jump through the wall. And before you ask, yes, it's easier said than done. This is a 100% muscle memory thing. I do this with neutral jumps. That means I don't push any direction when I'm jumping, but mid-air I'm gonna input a direction. And during my jumps, I'm gonna hold down, aiming down sights. So the first second I can stand on something, I stand on it. How long I press a direction. For the first body back, it's around a second. It's like jump and forward. Jump and forward. 1 second. And for the second body back, it's around half a second. However, I haven't done this in a while. So, yeah. Also, careful. When you fuck up the first jump onto the first body back, nothing bad will happen. But when you miss the jump onto the second body back or the jump onto the beam, you might die. Yes. If the bodies are in motion, you might have to wait for them to be still again. Okay, so for the for the second one, you see this black set of pixels here. I like to aim for the left edge, and then just pray that I get it. Nice. I just want to turn around and aim for this beam. And neutral jump again. Then I walk over it. And I just jump. I don't do a scramble jump. Press square to grab it. And now you can fuck this up here, so it's pretty hard. Try jumping a little bit more to the left than you normally would, and you can grab it. And this is the abracadabra. Most fucked up thing in terms of jumping. In terms of difficulty, it's about as difficult as Lara Skywalker. So don't expect this to come easy. Just see AOA down these halls. You can actually see A-clip this door. It doesn't matter, you get the checkpoint anyway.
No! No, please!
Skip the cutscene. Okay, get your bow out. And aim a little bit to the left. Like, you want to aim for the right corner, and then you want to aim a little bit to the left. This is only to make sure that you... Like, this is a fucked up climbing sequence, and I regularly die doing it. So you want to make your way to the right, and then jump. And to be 100% sure I don't fuck it up, I don't do jumps, like double jumps. I actually just climb to the side where I need to jump off. Starting here, you will see we have pretty strong winds. When you jump, you want to jump by... Let's say you want to jump to the left. Normally, we would jump to the left by holding left and then jumping and then keep holding left. However, what you now want to do is push to the left in the second you jump and then let go of the left analog left analog stick. The reason why is that apparently the wind doesn't affect you when you're not holding your left analog stick. Okay, obviously you don't want to do that. Really careful on this part. You can really easily die. Since we bought Climber's Agility, we're actually a little bit faster in climbing. So I just pushed to the left and then let go of the left analog stick and then just jumped. Okay, this is a small puzzle. You can either shoot a rope arrow in here, or if you have Climber's Agility, you can just CA clip through this. Okay, and this is the last fucked up thing. I promise it's really the last fucked up thing. I swear. You want to shoot an arrow into this bell. A rope arrow. And normally we would have the rope ascender. We would grab the rope and rope ascend, and then ascend the rope with the rope ascender. Man, that's a weird sentence. In mid ascension of this rope, the bell will break down. The game expects us to have a certain velocity, and the game expects us to start a semi-cutscene, like a scripted event, on a specific point. So it's gonna push us forward. The problem is, we don't have the rope ascender, and that means we're way further ahead when the scripted event starts. So there is a good chance that the game will push you over the beam you need to grab. So you have to really carefully maneuver the point where the bell breaks, and you start falling. So around here I only try to go really the small way forward, so I get pushed onto this beam. When we're on the other side, like we have to jump to the other platform on the other side. As soon as we are there and we're climbing up, we're gonna trigger a walkie-talkie sequence. However, it is possible with perfect timing to do a jump extension and get on the other platform without getting up, like without climbing up. And the climbing up is the trigger for the walkie-talkie sequence. I will try this now, but it won't probably work because I actually never got it to work, but I know it works. Yeah, that's exactly how it doesn't work. I know that it works, but I never ever got it to work. So I usually just bite the apple and go for the walkie-talkie sequence. I mean, it's the only walkie-talkie sequence in the game we're actually doing, and it's not that long. So I think it's okay if we do one walkie-talkie sequence. I mean, after all, it gives you time to read the chat, check your time, whatever.
We're not leaving without you. We'll be waiting.
And then after the sequence you can just jump. And this again is a part where I don't like to jump. Until I'm here. And from here I just push right and jump and upward and neutral jump. And when I'm here, you have to make a double jump. Then I walk a little bit to the left, and then I just use jump. Okay, so the game now still expects us to have the rope ascender. And it expects us to shoot an arrow in here, ascend it, and then let go of the rope, and use the momentum we have from the rope ascender to sort of fly into this hole over there. So we have to try to emulate this. We can't just go the normal crawling speed. What we're basically trying to do is hit the platform beneath the thing the hole we would normally land in. Yeah, accidentally pressed circle. No, you should not do that. Like in general, starting with the final fight, this is the part about the game I hate the second most. Arrow placement is also really important. It might help you if you aim a little bit more to the middle. And this is actually where the wind can come in handy. If you're close enough to let the wind push you onto this platform. Damn it, why can't I get it this time? The most annoying thing about dying there is that you have to watch this scripted event all over again. It's like, yeah, I got it. But on the bright side, you're almost through with the game, so that should count for something. That was durable. The higher up you land, the better, obviously. Okay, last climbing section. Just jump. And then move to the right. Try to place yourself in the middle as like the most middle thing you can get. You wanna look upwards, and you wanna jump between the wooden beams on the side. So now you just jump, and now it's just jump and a pickaxe. So it's X for PS4 it's X square, X square, X square. And for Xbox One, it's AX, AX, AX. As soon as you're here, you want to make a small jump to the right, and another jump to the right, and another jump to the right. I said another jump to the right. And then it's just upwards again. Remember the thing about not constantly pushing the left analog stick. And as soon as you're here, you made it. This was the last climbing section of the game. The last real climbing section of the game. All that remains is the gauntlet. And I'm just gonna end the part here. Because the gauntlet is actually the topic of the final part of this tutorial series. As always, if you have any questions about what we just did, leave a comment and I will get back to you as soon as possible. And as always, thanks everyone for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next part.